Hey everybody, welcome to Unscripted Access. I am your host, Bronson Fiore, joined by special guest Quinn
Quinn
Crest.
Kressler. Oh,
You
I
have
fucked it up.
yeah, you've
I
never been
fucked it
on
up,
this.
didn't I?
Yeah, you haven't been on this podcast. Okay,
No, no, I have not. Should we
so
starting over?
no. That was good.
Okay.
I might as well, for someone who is oddly enough jumping into this podcast 100 episodes in.
Hi.
Unscripted Access is our weekly news series
I see.
where it also trails off into lots of random bullshit.
Oh, well, isn't that any different than any other podcast we've ever done?
So a lot of people don't know who Quinn is because he hasn't been on stuff for the site in a while, and
I'm sorry, I'm kind of a busy man.
yeah, and he's in the military and all kinds of other fun stuff. So I should explain. Quinn is the fine fellow who started podcasting with me back in summer 2008.
Yup.
And from there, we created a terrible website that went on to be a slightly worse website. And then Quinn eventually left because he found out game journalism wasn't really for him, which that's fine. And then Anthony and I joined the partnered with Gamer Access, then joined the Gamer Access. And Quinn went into the military.
Oh, it's not that gamer journalism wasn't for me. It's just that I really didn't have the time to write reviews. God knows if I had the time and the chance, I fucking would.
Yeah, like it's.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to contribute to your guys' site every now and again, but with the whole thing with how you guys run your shit and how I usually run, I usually write my stuff, which is always very classy.
Oh, the most
very,
classy.
very classy and very highbrow. Sarcasm. I mean, it's just like I don't know if bringing me into the Gamer Access would kind of kill your fan base or God forbid improve it.
I don't think it would kill it. I think that like one, we'd have to put you on a show. Like, you wouldn't be writing as much, because, like, admittedly, John and I are the only really true writers on staff.
Oh, right on.
Tori is a fantastic writer, but her primary job is to be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And then same thing with Stephanie. Stephanie just turned in her second piece of written content about a month ago, and it was fucking awesome.
Oh.
It's just that their primary job, everyone, the only, like, primary job to sit there and write is John and I.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'd probably have you on a show and other shows, and
I mean, God forbid, like even outside the show, I'm usually the one who's contributing ideas. They're probably never really they're usually never looked over. They're kind of glanced over, like, oh, a Bronsonetta comic, that's a stupid idea. But no, that would be a great idea. I will help write it.
Some of your ideas I have used. I know that, like, I've already written our next 3 comics.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, like, oddly enough, both of them influenced by conversations I've had with Panda.
Oh God, Panda. Is that dude even still alive?
You mean that girl? Yeah, like.
I'm thinking
Panda.
of a different Panda. I'm thinking of a different Panda. Chimpy.
Panda. Yeah, you're thinking of Chimpy.
Yeah,
he's still alive as far as I know. I see him on PlayStation Network watching movies all the time.
I still have a friend. I had a friend request sent to him like a year ago, and not even a year ago. This is like fucking. It was almost a 3-year-old friend request, and it's still there.
That's weird. I know. But we should explain a little of our history. So.
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting off track.
Man, like, we might as well reminisce for a minute before we go into the news. Quinn and I, when we were working on the original podcast that we did,
this was in high school too. Jesus.
Yeah, this
Christ.
was in this was the summer.
I feel so old.
This was before our junior year of high school is when we started this.
Yeah.
And we hopped on. We got on. God, what was the recording program?
Audacity. I remember.
Audacity,
I think it was Audacity. I remember.
Yeah, we used Audacity then. We still use Audacity, funnily enough. And
thanks, Audacity. You've made this possible.
They literally did. We would not have been able to do it without them.
Mm-hmm.
Then we hooked.
They're probably expecting royalties now. God damn it.
We have no money. Leave us alone.
Oh well.
Then we hooked a Rock Band mic to my PC, which at the time was a very capable PC. Now it's I still have that same computer. It's had a couple upgrades, but it's still
it's been upgraded to a doorstop.
Yeah, it's been like I got as far as I could with that motherboard and that computer as a whole. But like for the most part, it's done. Like that thing is done. It was done. It was done when I replaced it in 2011, and now that
that thing requires a Viking funeral.
Yeah, like the only reason, like I've been so fucking lazy with it too, because I have a bunch of like movies and pictures on it from high school that I need to like take off it and move to my current machines, but I keep being lazy and not bothering to hook it up and plug
I should totally do that this week. Oh no.
Yeah.
I got shit to do. Not quite sure what it is yet, but I know I have shit to do.
Well, and yeah, that's typically how it goes. Or like, this week has been extra busy for me because of a special announcement that might have gone live at this point, but probably going live today. And then I've had a couple games to review and have been working on shows and whatnot, and it's been a very busy day.
I hear you.
But we started podcasting in my basement with a halfway decent computer with a shitty Rock Band mic with free software, and we used to taste energy drinks. And this is, after a year of that, this is what I found out and why we stopped doing it. All energy drinks taste the same, or most of them do anyway.
And combined with Flaming Hot Cheetos, it's a really, really bad idea.
Yeah, that was a fucking terrible idea, but the vast majority...
And to add to my point for case in point, fucking Java flavored Monster with ultra flamin' hot Cheetos will make you shit your intestines. And if you think I'm lying, Bronson was there. He can attest to it.
Yeah, you really had to run to the bathroom. That was funny as hell. I remember the first one we tried was Redline, and
of course, like me being the guy who was like, "Oh, sure, I'll do it."
Yeah,
dude,
like you were like I was like, "Oh, let's follow this warning label." You're like, "No, let's just drink this entire bottle."
Fuck the warning label.
And like
warning labels for pussies.
Because Redline is fucking strong. You're supposed to drink half a bottle to determine tolerance. Quinn drank his half
the
and
entire
a little
thing.
Yeah, you drank half and then some.
I didn't sleep for 3 days.
Yeah, like fucking, we're just sitting there podcasting. You were tapping your foot, your hand is like moving, like you look like you're about to scratch your face off. Like it was, yeah, like I was like. After that, I imagined you being like, "Hey, let's go jump on a mini trampoline until we pass out. Let's go."
I'm going running.
Yeah,
how far? 10 miles.
That's how I know that you are fucking hyped up, because like when you are normal,
I would have been the poster child for the dare poster child for heroin. See, kids, don't do heroin. You end up like this fucker. There's spiders all over the walls.
Okay, so that's, and then for whatever reason you didn't want to get in game journalism. You were a different style of writing, and, like...
Very, very different style of writing.
Yeah, and...
My style of writing would not fly with most people, unfortunately.
I think you'd be fine if you were doing editorial and researching, but, like, let's put it this way, like, big-name publishers read and watch all our stuff now. We'd get killed. I
completely understand.
Like I run, I do my rant show, and you could probably go a little further than that, but for the most part, that's pretty much as bad as
that's about as R-rated as you guys get.
Yeah, like, we still want to be somewhat family friendly. I remember when we were at Game Expo, and we had our panel there. And we were having this conversation. We had this whole conversation about well, are we going to be a T panel? Are we going to be an adults only panel? And like they never told us. They never told us what we were approved for. So we get there and we just assumed like, okay, I guess we're
we kind of try to appeal to everybody. I guess maybe I don't know.
Yeah, like we said we're like, okay, well I guess we'll just be a T-rated panel. And then they closed the door and said, "Yeah, you guys are approved to do whatever you want." And I was like, "Fuck yes!" Yeah.
Fantastic. I wish I was there.
Yeah, we had this part in it. You can go watch the panel. It's still on the website.
Oh,
Uh,
right on.
Tori did not do a great job with the camera though.
Isn't
uh,
isn't that the bit where you had like guys in the audience try to kiss Tori?
no, that was you watched that one? That
I did see that one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one was SnafuCon. This one was a game expo where like every panel we have okay, try and make blank staff member feel awkward and uncomfortable.
Oh, right on.
And we did it for Anthony, and man, that was funny. We did it for John, and that like he was just like whatever to most of it, and then Tori's ex boyfriend at the time like sat on his lap and started to like caress his chest, like nope, I'm done, I'm done. That guy wins. And we had it for Tori, and like this one dude tried to go up on stage and kiss her, and it was like, oh,
yeah,
and we're like, oh,
I saw that. Yeah.
And we're like, okay, this is done. Yeah, so that's how that happened. Anyway,
Exit stage right and be gone, ye
Yeah.
peasant.
We have another panel coming up on the 28th, Saturday the 28th of
Right
March. I might as well
In
promote.
Ooh.
I might as well
Ooh.
promote that now. UNR is hosting a meet.
A certain special somebody might be able to make that panel.
Yeah,
Maybe. Just maybe.
we got Tori and Steph might come out from California.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
But but what it is it's this mini anime convention up at the university. It's one day. It's really small.
It's the fairy convention of anime conventions.
Yeah, this is like the miniest. This is like the miniest of mini anime conventions, and I figured this would be a good run to do a practice test of one of our panels.
Oh,
Get
right
everyone
on.
some practice. Get everyone on camera again, because I can say this now that it's over, and I've talked to their people about it. SnafuCon was a fucking disaster.
Oh, geez, really?
Not the panel and not the convention itself, but our particular setup was a disaster. Like, we went to like meetings and multiple things to notify these dudes that we need all the certain things and like all this other stuff, and like we get there on time to do the panel, and like we asked for at least 3 microphones. There were 2, neither of them were plugged into the soundboard.
Oh, no.
We asked for, okay, well, we need a tripod. They got us the tripod, but it was late, and at that point, I already had called in a favor with Mr. Chang to to be the cameraman. So that was fucking stupid. And then,
oh, no.
yeah, like just so we were, and the one thing that we didn't want is like, yeah, we don't want to be in a backside room, away from everything. Where are we? Backside room,
yeah.
fucking away from everything. It was super goddamn annoying. That said, the panel actually, in spite of all that shit, in spite of all that fucking nightmarish horse shit, we actually ended up having a really good panel. Deadpool was in our panel.
No shit.
Yeah, like.
Oh wait, no. I think if I remember, yeah, I remember seeing the video.
Yeah, a cosplayer of Deadpool went up, made Brennan feel awkward. Like it just kind of like one thing that we could have fixed is it definitely got a little too rowdy at points.
Of course.
And we were like, okay, we need to.
You give a bunch of nerds a chance to be really fucking filthy, and things are kind of things are gonna like snowball a little, just a smidge.
I know not this panel, but the one after it is is Game Expo, which will be happening in the summer, and that one we're going to do one of our charity auctions.
Right on.
Which I'm fucking telling all this shit way early, but fuck it, I don't. Look, I'm the one who has to set up these panels and go to all these meetings, so fuck it. I'll announce it when I want to announce it.
Right on. Are we gonna have one of our staff members or volunteers take bodily harm?
No.
No?
No. God, no. What?
Like, not even minor bodily harm, like a pie to the face?
That's not well, maybe a pie to the face. We'll talk.
I mean, shit, I'll volunteer.
we'll talk about pies to the faces. But at our last panel, we auctioned off to date with Bremen for charity.
Oh, right on.
And hilariously enough, 2 of his friends ended up buying it. So we were just like, well, Bremen, you got a mandate. Go enjoy coffee with Garen. And they donated to charity, and it's all for charity and good fun and whatnot.
Yeah.
I know that next one we've talked about. We're still deciding which staff members to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, because the only ones who are not single, are Nick, who wouldn't be on the panel anyway because it's in Reno, and John and Stephanie.
Oh yeah.
So 5/8 of this staff are forever alone. So,
and meanwhile I'm happily engaged.
Yeah, that was a surprise when I heard that
right?
news. Like I was like, that was one of those moments where I was just like, oh, it's bedtime on my phone. I'm gonna pass out to Facebook. What? That's exactly how it went. I was like, oh, I'm gonna send so and so a message. Good night. And then like
Jordan and I got engaged, guys. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like super excited for you guys. I messaged Jordan individually, like you weren't on, so I was like, whatever, I'll let him know later. So yeah, like that was cool. Anyway, we're 20 minutes into this. We really should get to the news.
Oh yeah, sorry, we're stalling. That tends to happen when I'm here.
Yeah, just talk about random bullshit for hours on end.
Yep. First food, then Pokemon, then back to food, then back to Pokemon, then back to some stupid bullshit that happened back in 2007.
Did you hear about that glitch with Pokemon X where you could get like any Pokemon you wanted?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it's like it uses a glitch with the game and the internet browser where you can scan QR codes and get all these ridiculously rare Pokemon.
What?
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's kind of tits. Now I'm gonna break that game.
Yeah.
Granted, I haven't even beaten it yet.
You have not beaten
okay,
the
no. Correction, I have beaten it yet. Then I started over.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you would do that. There's so much shit to do. Like, you gotta go catch.
Because I'm an idiot, Bronson.
Fair enough.
Because I thought that was everything that I thought that was everything you had to do or that you could do. I'm like, well,
no, you still gotta
I couldn't find Mewtwo. I caught the fucking legendary. My Delphox can one-shot God. Restart.
Did you catch the legendary bird?
Yveltal? Yes.
No, the Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres.
No.
Yeah, dude, catching that thing was super fucking annoying.
I imagine it would be.
Because you have to
I didn't even know they were in the game.
Yeah, you have to run into it in the water. Like, it's really weird. Like, you have to use the special item, so you only fight Pokemon around your level. Mm-hmm. Then you have to run into it 7 times at random points, and then you can go fight it and finally go catch it.
That's
yeah.
That's ultra weird.
I forgot, which version of the DS do you have?
3DS XL.
Like which 3DS? Yeah, I just bought the new XL, like the Majora's Mask one.
Yep.
Man, having.
But I bought the Pokemon Y 3DS XL.
Yeah, I saw that thing. That thing is really kick-ass, actually.
Yes, it is.
I got the 3DS
it's
one.
It's huge. It is a hell of a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, that was actually my first so I got the new 3DS XL, the new one with the faster processor and stuff like that. These are a couple things I can comment on. Way bigger than I thought it would be. Like this thing like you could have grown man hands and play this.
Yep. I mean, shit, I remember the fucking 3DS launch that we went to. That thing was fucking tiny.
I still have it. It's in my drawer.
Right on. That ugly teal fucking thing.
Dude, that I thought that was a good color for it. Granted, I wanted pink, but still.
Of course you would. You silly bastard.
Anyway, I wanted pink, so
it is truly the color of manliness.
It is. And actually, So fun fact, it used to be the other way around. Pink was for boys and blue was for girls.
Oh wow.
And then during World War II, Hitler used pink triangles to label homosexuals to make them easier to round up and kill.
Stigma.
Yep. That's so that
Thanks Hitler, you douche.
Hitler ruined pink for men for years, and we are finally at a point where we can wear pink shirts.
Whatever the fuck we want now.
Yeah, though to be fair,
there will still be a small percentage of the world's population will be like, man, you're a weird motherfucker. So bask in my weirdness, bitch.
Yeah, basically, that's my response. But like, fuck it, I'm wearing pink. Like I plan to get red versus blue. They have that they have that hoodie. It's sold out right now, which like
it's not pink. It's lightish red.
Yeah, it's a pink hoodie. It said red versus blue on the like where your heart is, and on the back it says it's not pink. It's lightish red. It's the best.
God damn it, donut.
But it's sadly 2X is sold out, so I need to continue losing weight so I can fit into an extra large.
Oh, speaking of losing weight, I lost 30 fucking pounds last month.
Damn, was that like
just sitting out in the well, not sitting out in the desert. I was obviously working my ass off and getting simulatedly shot at, but yeah, 30 pounds.
What was it? Was that like muscle or fat or both?
That was fat, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's that Alaska tummy tuck.
Yeah, like that's, you know what? I'm not surprised at that. Like you are the type of gentleman who like, I envy your metabolism, good sir.
Yep. Surprisingly, my metabolism hasn't bitten me back in the ass yet.
Yeah,
and I'm always expecting it to, and it's kind of starting to, but not really. I'm kind of kicking its ass.
So I've actually done some studying about different body types because I'm dieting and losing weight and trying to get back into football shape, and I'm down to 252 from 295, and
which is fucking impressive, actually.
Yeah, I'm aiming to be around 220, 225 around August.
That's awesome. I'm like 200 straight.
I would fucking kill to be 200 pounds even. Like, I've been reading about different body types, and you are probably what is known as ectomorph.
Uh-huh.
Which is typically taller, leaner gentlemen, have trouble building fat, have trouble building muscle, unless they're working out a shit ton.
Mm-hmm.
And they eat.
And I don't work out a shit ton, but I do have trouble building muscle.
Yeah, and I am what is known as endomorph.
Yes.
Which is typically shorter, which I'm average height, I'm 5'9". Typically shorter, stockier, definitely. Build muscle really easy, but build fat really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's a double-edged sword, because like when I was training for football, like my maxes would go up every time, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Just no problem. The bad part is like college happened, I'm not working out, I'm still eating like I'm in football, and I was like a balloon.
And the thing with the PT that my unit does here is that it doesn't really help you improve.
It's all cardio.
It's all cardio. I run like 12 to 15 miles every week.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
It's dumb as fuck and I hate it, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, like, the good part about that, though, is, like, at least you'll always be lean, most likely.
For the most part. I am kind of getting that that Alaskan tummy roll.
Yeah, that's because of the climate you're in. Like, that's not a product of, you, like, gaining your metabolism.
And it does make me feel really real good, though, because underneath that roll is, like, a fucking six-pack. Which is great.
No, I had that during football. Like, my junior year, like, there was a small layer of fat there, and I'm just like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, I flex, and it pretty much disappears, and, like, if you poke my stomach, it's like a rock. I wouldn't even mind getting back to that point again.
Yeah, it's not quite there, but I mean, you can't really see it, but you poke it, it's like, oh, hey, ridges.
All right, so we are gonna get to the news now.
Yes, of course.
All right, first news story is that Final Fantasy X 10.2 HD remaster will be on PS4.
That's a lot of words, especially for a remaster. What the fuck?
All right, Final Fantasy X Intent 2 are in a package together.
Yes.
They're going to be in HD.
Yes.
And they're going to be on the PS4.
I thought they did this already.
No, they did it on the PS3 last year. I have the collector's edition of that. I'm actually... 10 is my favorite Final Fantasy.
So it took them a year to fucking upscale the resolution, like maybe 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, basically, because okay, so they've shown footage of Final Fantasy X on PS2, and then they've shown the PS3 and Vita version, and it looks way better, like just significantly better. Then they show the PS3 and PS4 version, and like you look at it, and you're just like,
what's the difference?
I can, it looks a little sharper, but, not enough to where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to go...
That's definitely worth another $60. Please, Square Enix, take my money.
Well, 40, but yeah.
Oh, okay. It's worth another $40. Please, Square Enix, take my money.
The only reason I'm concerned is because I'm playing that game on PS3, and I'm tired of having my... I'm tired of having my PS3 out. And
I'm actually thinking about getting rid of mine here pretty soon.
Don't. There are a couple of reasons why. One, it's always good to go back and play your old games. And my PS3 library is huge. Mine
is relatively small.
I actually own almost every notable game on PS3.
I think the only reason why I keep my PS3 around is just to play Jade Cocoon, which was a PS1 game. Co-created by Studio Ghibli. I don't know if I ever told you about that, but once every once in a while I'll pop that in and play it for a day.
Well, you also got to remember that thing can still play PS1 games and PS1 downloads. It does a lot of stuff PS3 doesn't do. It's worth keeping around. It's just
PS4 doesn't do.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, it doesn't do a lot of the stuff or PS4 doesn't do a lot of stuff PS3 does.
Which is rather unfortunate, really.
Yeah, it'll get there, but in the meantime. So I've actually very much I'm keeping my PS3 plugged in for the following reasons. I'm still playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. That is the most fun I've had in a fighting game in fucking forever. And I don't count Smash as a fighting game. So fuck off.
There was another reason why I wanted to get rid of my PS3. It's fucking possessed by Satan.
What? Explain?
Yes. This fucking thing will turn on by itself.
Do you have PlayStation Plus?
Yes.
Yeah, it's doing that to download updates, stupid.
Oh! God damn it. And here I was convinced that my PS3 was possessed by Satan, because my PS4 didn't do that.
No, I absolutely
It didn't turn on all by itself.
Yeah, because I'm guessing you leave it in standby,
to download updates and shit.
Yeah, that's because you leave it in standby, and it does it automatically.
Bronson, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Alright, we're back, everyone. Sorry, a little technical.
Yeah, that was a little weird. I was talking about how my PS3 was possessed by Satan, and then all of a sudden the servers crash. As if it's trying to spite me.
Using the power of Cell to go through the internet.
Use the power of Cell. Yeah.
But no, so it's probably because your PS4 is in standby. And it doesn't, and it's already downloading shit for you. PS3 doesn't. I
usually turn it off.
Okay, well, PS3 doesn't have standby mode. That shit's just off, and then it boots on to download updates.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that that freaked out Panda for the first time because this was a couple years ago too. We were watching a movie and it was on I believe the Xbox, and the PlayStation just boots on, the camera boots on. It's like, why did that camera boot on? It's fucking weird. And I'm like, oh fuck, what is that? And then I realized it's just auto updating. So yeah.
This is why I also don't have a PlayStation Eye yet. Fuck knows, fucking Sony Satan could be watching me sleep.
I bought one for I bought one on the PS3 for SingStar, and I bought one on the PS4 for
everything else
for streaming. So,
which I actually was thinking about doing my own stream one of these days, maybe when Soma comes out.
Yeah,
that would be worth it. But I haven't heard anything about Soma in a while, so I'm kind of depressed about that. Anywho,
I'm probably actually going to be streaming a playthrough of The Last of Us soon,
which would be awesome.
So you can just watch me break down as a human being over the course of a week.
I'm getting texts.
From whom?
From my fiance.
Ah.
Yes.
All right. Well, anyway, so Final Fantasy. Back to what the main topic though. Final Fantasy 10, 10 2 HD remasters coming to PS3.
Mm-hmm.
If you pre-order it in Europe, you get a special edition desktop calendar with art from the game.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's by prominent Japanese artists of the Final Fantasy series.
Right on.
And that's also that's only a pre-order bonus through the online Square Enix store. And everyone who pre-orders it, at no matter what the place they pre-order it from, is getting a special steelbook case.
Cool.
I'm considering this just because I've been playing Final Fantasy X on my PS3, and I like just every time I plug in my PS3, I'm just reminded of how fucking dated it is. and I'm willing to go back to it for certain games. Like I still play Persona Arena Ultimax. I'm waiting for Yakuza 5. Like Yakuza 5 is the primary reason that I'm just like, oh man, please. Anyway, moving forward, the PlayStation Plus games for this month have been announced.
And I've already downloaded one of them. I have not played it yet.
Yeah, this is here's the thing. None of these are big AAA titles, but a lot of these are really fucking good indie games.
The fact that one of them is even counted as an indie game depresses the shit out of me. Please continue.
That's the state of Oddworld, which that's the one we're getting to first. Oddworld's Abe Odyssey New and Tasty. It's a return of the original PlayStation game, rebooted with new visuals, sound, and controls, and some gameplay tweaks.
And a lot of gameplay tweaks, apparently, because that game was hard as fuck.
Yeah, that game...
I remember playing it when I was a kid. I don't remember a whole lot of it, but I remember it was just really fucking hard.
But you have to remember, as a child, you probably sucked at video games too.
That's also very, very true.
I thought Super Mario 64 was super hard. Now I go back and play it, I'm like, fucking, what was I?
God damn, I sucked.
Yeah, like that exact sentiment. But yeah. Valiant Hearts, which was one of our nominees for Best Story last year.
And that's a Ubisoft title, isn't it?
Yes, it is by one of their...
How the fuck is that how is it considered an indie game?
It's because of the dev team behind it.
I see. So it's basically published by Ubisoft then.
Yeah, that game is... The actual gameplay is okay, but the art, music, and story are so good. Good.
For those who are having trouble picturing this in their head, picture the art of Rayman Legends set in World War I. Kind of.
Like, and the weird thing about that game, it was announced, like, I didn't hear anything about it until, like, 2 days before E3, when a friend of mine said, hey, you're going to E3, right? Check this game out. And it wasn't at the show floor. I was just like, well, so much for that. But I ended up buying it day one. Next up is Papa and Yo, which is the story of a young boy and his best friend, Monster. And it's a monster with huge razor teeth, but doesn't scare the little boy. Build your friendship with the monster by solving puzzles together through the surrealist world. I've heard a lot of good things about this, particularly from Kotaku's Patrick Klepek, so I might check it out.
Right on.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sounds cool.
Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment I've heard nothing about.
Which we can immediately assume it sucks.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, any game with Sherlock Holmes in the title, I don't put any stock into.
Yeah, like unless
it's like the Nancy Drew video games. It's like, oh god, Nancy Drew. Who's read Nancy Drew since what? The fucking 40s? Maybe. Nancy Drew. Remember there was a movie about Nancy Drew. You know who saw it? Nobody.
Alright, so anyway, next up is Ollie Ollie 2, Welcome to Ollywood. Ollie Ollie 1 came out last year and it was one of the best indie games of the year. This is a continuation of that with some more stuff added to it. From what I played a little bit on my Vita today. It was a lot of fun.
And what is it exactly?
It's like a 2D skateboarding game. Like picture Tony Hawk, but 2D.
Oh, hence Ollie Ollie. Okay.
Yep.
I feel like an idiot.
The last PlayStation Plus game, Kyrie and I played at E3. It was called Counter Spy. It's inspired by Cold War, and it's basically like it's a puzzle shooter style game.
Right on.
It's neat. I'd recommend checking it out. I wouldn't like pay a ton of money for it. It's all right.
But that's why it's free. So go get it.
All right. So
it is free, right?
It is free on PlayStation Plus.
Fantastic.
So for those of you who have Xboxes and Xbox Live, are probably wondering what your games with gold are if you haven't gone to download it yet. Well, if you want an Xbox One, you are getting Rayman Legends.
Right on.
If you are on an Xbox 360, you are getting Tomb Raider and BioShock Infinite.
That's wow.
That's a good month. Yeah.
That is a good month.
Tomb Raider was
for once one can argue that the 360 gamers are actually getting the better deal out of this.
I think the 360 game, like the thing is though, is like all those games, like the 360 games are fucking old though. Those games are really fucking old. Like Ollie Ollie is brand new. That game came out this week.
But
so
they may be old, but they're good.
They're really good.
Like,
it's just,
really fucking good.
They're really good, but you've probably played them
400 times already. BioShock.
Yeah, I
Granted, I will play it another 400 times more, but still, you can only hear the circle will be unbroken like another 1,200 times before you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Will the circle be unbroken? Yes, it will.
Tomb Raider. That would be my fourth playthrough of Tomb Raider. So no.
Probably my second for me.
Because I played it through twice on PS3, once on PS4, once on PC. So it'd actually be my fifth.
And actually no, I haven't even beaten the new Tomb Raider yet.
It's really fucking good.
I know it's really fucking good. I hadn't had a chance to complete it because my video card committed suicide.
Well, then I think the PS4 version's super cheap now. You should look into that.
I will one of these days.
And that is one of the rare examples where the
of a reboot done right.
Of a reboot done right, and where the PS4 version actually looks better than the PC version.
Praise bleeding Allah.
So, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving forward. Mad Max, the video game, has a release date.
Really? Ooh,
yes.
I'm excited for this.
The PS4 and Xbox One and PC versions are all coming out on September 1st in North America and September 4th in the UK. And the PS3 and 360 versions have been shit-canned.
Right on. That's actually fucking amazing.
Yeah, sounds great. We haven't seen much of that game. Hopefully it's good.
I mean, I was gonna ask and see if there was any other footage released for it, but dude, that's awesome. Let's just hope it doesn't suck. Because, dude, have you seen the previews for Fury Road?
No, I haven't.
Holy shit!
That good, eh?
It is going, dude. I am like the hype is in orbit right now.
Great.
It's dude.
The fine folks over at Rocksteady have put out another Batman trailer.
Yay!
I came out of the Sony E3 press conference. All I was able to really say was, "Holy shit! Look at that Batman demo!" And everyone's talking about Destiny and all these other really hyped games. And I'm like, "No, did you see that fucking Batman demo?"
I didn't see the Batman demo. I wish I saw the Batman demo. Now, granted, Destiny is amazing, and I love that game to death, but it's fucking Batman, dude.
Dude, go look up the Arkham Knight gameplay trailers. You will fucking after the podcast.
Will I shit a brick?
Yeah, dude. First off, when they show you can drive the Batmobile now.
Yay!
You have all of Gotham now.
Yay!
The visuals looked amazing. Like they show him inside the Batcave, and then it shows him out in the city for jumping up from a building, and you're like,
so you're not just palling around fucking Gotham City without heading to headquarters or anything. You can actually be Batman.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It looks fucking crazy. And the new villain, the Arkham Knight, seems really cool.
Well, I've heard so many theories as to who the fuck that guy is.
Yeah,
One of them was actually kind of crazy. It's the Joker. Right.
Well, so spoiler from the last game. God, people should play it by now. It's fucking 4 years old. He died in the last game, so
That was Mark Hamill's last performance, unfortunately.
uh,
That is until Warner Brothers decides to man the fuck up and do the Killing Joke. God damn it.
God, if there was a Killing Joke movie, or if there was, especially if there's a Killing Joke like animated movie with Mark Hamill, like
and Kevin Conroy and everybody.
Yeah, like you could not.
That's the only way you can do actual, honest-to-God Batman movies. Now, granted, Christopher Nolan was fantastic with what he did, despite The Dark Knight Rising kind of sucking. But
Rising was okay. People hate on Rising, but that movie was
okay. Compared to Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, it sucked.
I actually thought it was better than Begins. I thought it was a better movie.
Okay, all right. I can actually agree with you at that point, but
like, yeah, The Dark Knight.
But compared to The Dark Knight, it sucked.
But The Dark Knight's like one of the greatest movies of all time. So
yes.
that's so unfair. It
is, but it's still true.
Yeah, like granted, like when you are following up The Dark Knight, you couldn't win, no matter what.
It's like, oh well, Spider-Man, no, Dark Knight.
Yeah.
But according to Death Battle, fuck that shit, Dark Knight.
Yeah, Batman wins. Batman wins against everyone.
Yep.
You
could fight God and still figure out a way to beat him with enough time.
So.
Maybe. I want to see that happen, Death Battle. Speaking of gods and Death Battle, I know we're getting off topic here again. Segata Sanshiro versus Chuck Norris. I don't know if you've heard this.
Wait, what?
Yes. They're doing a death battle of Chuck Norris versus Segata motherfucking Sanshiro.
What, like, and Screw Attack is doing this?
Like, yes.
This is the greatest fucking
I know,
thing
right?
of all time. So
right?
For those of you who don't know who Segata Sanshiro is, I feel sorry for you. Because, holy shit, this is the best marketing campaign of all time. Like,
it worked.
No, it didn't.
Oh my god, it worked. They try this in the US, people would have fucking aneurysms.
Yeah, like it worked in Japan. The Sega Saturn sold well in Japan.
Because anything works in Japan. Those guys are nuts.
So Segata Sanshiro was used to like market the Sega Saturn, but his commercials had nothing to do with the system or barely anything to do with the system. Like he was this fucking Japanese karate master in a gi who would like go around and beat the shit out of little kids for not
whilst at the exact same time rucking a giant Sega Saturn controller and all on his back.
Yeah, like he would beat the living shit out of little kids for not playing Sega Saturn.
It's like, oh hey, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas, Timmy? I want a Nintendo, I want a Super Nintendo. Segata Sanshiro would punch through the fucking brick wall behind him, beat the shit out of the little
dressed
fucker.
As Santa Claus, too.
Dressed as Santa Claus and says, no, motherfucker, you're gonna ask your parents for a Sega Saturn, and then pimps off to go fight aliens on the moon.
Exactly.
And if you think I'm lying, I'm not lying.
Yeah, no. Look up Segata Sanshiro commercials on YouTube. It is
and they
insane.
Are the greatest thing ever made by man ever.
Like he kicks a home run into the atmosphere. He ice skates on his feet. All this other stuff. Mm-hmm. It's nuts. But before
he roundhouse kicks a nuclear missile.
I forgot about that one.
Yes, he did. He roundhouse kicks a nuclear missile.
Anyway, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back. Okay, everyone. Sorry about that. Had to take care of something.
Okay, I know what it was.
Oh, what was it?
It was a fucking switch on my mic.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah. we had to take care of something at home. Sorry for this little pause there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving forward, what were we talking about? What were we discussing?
Segata Sanshiro versus Chuck Norris.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Segata Sanshiro. Yeah, you should absolutely
look that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
And bask in his glory, or so help him God. He will fucking crash through the roof of your house and beat the shit out of you because you haven't played a Sega Saturn yet.
Exactly. Quinn, have you played Sega Saturn today?
I have in fact played a Sega Saturn.
Okay, well you're safe.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Sega Santa Shiro won't crash through your window dressed as Santa and beat the shit out of you.
He won't set my barracks on fire and beat the shit out of everybody in it.
Yeah, like, that's how badass he is. He can just beat up a whole fucking battalion.
And then just pimp off.
Yep. So, yeah, that's, you know, I know that a lot of people haven't seen those commercials. I hope this really exposes people to Sega Shanshiro.
Yep.
So,
I completely agree. Screw Attack is doing the world a favor.
Yeah, like I first heard about him through through this podcast that no longer runs,
which is unfortunate.
And then I looked up all his commercials and was like, this is the fucking best.
And then I heard about him through you, and I watched those commercials and I was terrified.
Yeah. Okay then. So yeah. Anyway,
getting back on track again. Sorry.
Back on track.
We do that a lot.
We do that a lot. So Leonard Nimoy, Star Trek icon.
Dear.
You know, also was able to, you know, also on quite a few other things. Passed away at age 83.
Yes. And the world and the entire nerd and geek population, no matter which fandom you may hail from, we all mourned this man.
Yes,
I am not even a Trekkie. I respect Star Wars. I respect Star Wars. I respect Star Trek immensely for what it has done to our culture. And just this man, Mr. Nimoy, was just amazing. At everything he did.
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy was a great actor, great man. Real shame to have Mr. Spock, go. But 83 was a pretty good age to live to.
Mm-hmm.
And he did live long and prosper. That's probably what he is.
In fact, he did. I'm getting texts again.
You should turn your phone off when we're podcasting.
I am, in fact, turning my phone off. My sincerest apologies.
No, and that's probably what he'd want everyone to do. He just want, Leonard Nimoy would definitely want everyone to go be themselves, do the best they can, and in fact live long and prosper. So, and good for him. Good for not good for him, but hopefully his family's doing well.
Mm-hmm.
What he did, the show he did for gaming and sci-fi, pop culture, and just pop culture, nerd pop culture in general is huge.
Mm-hmm.
So, hope he, rests in peace, and prayers go out to his family, and
absolutely.
Yeah, you will always be remembered. Live long and prosper.
No, rest well, sir.
So on a going from some very depressing news to some very confusing news, GameStop will once again accept your PS2 for trade.
Okay.
If you have a PlayStation 2 kicking around your house, you can turn it into credit at GameStop. As of Sunday, March 1st, GameStop opened its arm to receive your PS2 in exchange for $25 store credit if it comes with a power cord, an AV cable, and a controller. You can bring it to your local store, then turn it around to use credit as you see fit. If you have the console without any accessories, they'll still give you $20.
That's
That's
for $25?
That's
it.
Why would you trade a PS2 at this point?
Why do you even have one at this point?
Yeah, I don't I understand why you still have one, because you want to play some, your older games.
Right, yeah, because fucking the original Sly Cooper,
you for whatever reason you couldn't find the HD version, or you have your old saves, or whatever game that you want to play hasn't gotten an HD translation yet.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the reason is. Why would you trade it though? It has so much sentimental value. I don't get it. So, yeah, that's weird. I don't unless you just really fucking need the money. I don't see why you would do that.
Well, honey, we're not going to be able to pay the fucking dealer for our weekly dose of heroin, so we have to get rid of the the PS2. Oh, well, shit.
And now we know, because GameStop. Let's be real, GameStop is a pawn shop.
Of course it is.
It's
But even a pawn shop will give you a better deal.
pawn shop probably would give you a better deal for a PS2.
Yeah, I would give you a better deal. Oh, this is a PS2, you said? Fuck, here's $50.
Yeah, and then yeah,
Except if you go to the fucking Gold Star in Vegas, they'll probably give you like $10 for it.
Yeah,
Because they know, the assholes.
oh yeah, they know. So, Kojima, we got a bunch of Metal Gear news. Actually, you know what? We'll save the best for last.
Yes, I was gonna say, because in regards to this special edition, I will blow $300 on it.
It's
If
only
it is that
$100. It's only $100. But
I am blowing $100 on it.
But we'll get to that last.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
So the Master Chief Collection continues to get patched.
Yes, naturally.
It's actually playable now and whatnot, but it still needs improving. They are releasing a new patch here that is probably one of their bigger patches, they say, and it's hopefully going to finally lay a majority of the title's matchmaking issues to rest.
Yay!
Made a variety of updates to improve matchmaking performance and success rates, improve matchmaking search times, improve stability across matchmaking, improve party stability.
Oh. Right on.
So they've also made some improvements to Halo 1 and Halo 2 for online.
Oh, cool.
Halo 2, they made them... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. I mean, I keep hearing about all these problems with the matchmaking, but I'm not exactly sure what people are talking about because I'm one of those sots who didn't buy an Xbox One.
No,
despite the fact that I really, really should at some point, especially since they're coming out with a new Gears of War. At least that's what I hear.
Dude, I played Halo 5, the beta. Oh my god.
I've seen it.
Dude, like you saw me live stream
it.
That game, fucking dude.
That is what Halo should be. I'm getting off track again. God damn it.
No, keep going on track. This is a good conversation to have.
Yes. That is what Halo should have been. It should have been fast-paced, high mobility, gunslinging. Like Halo meets Mirror's Edge almost. Not Halo, but Unreal Tournament meets Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, like it's not quite as fast as Unreal, but it is faster.
No, but it's a hell of a lot faster than what it was in fucking Reach and Halo 5.
I mean, I
Halo
love
4 and shit.
I love those older Halo games, but this was a lot of fun. Like I had a blast. But they are making some improvements to Halo 2.
Yay.
Improved campaign stability across a variety of levels. Made improvements to multiplayer shot registration. Addressed stability issues for custom games.
Wait, that was the kind of game where it didn't register shots right? Oh, that's terrible.
Apparently,
I would rage so fucking hard.
Apparently, in this version, yes.
That's shitty. Like, really shitty.
Improved metal display consistency.
Yay!
The original Halo fixed issues regarding aim assist, which resulted in reticle being pushed away from an enemy. Improved shot registration consistency between host, client, and peer-to-peer custom games. Resolved a variety of UI inconsistencies, including team color randomizations, medals, and in-game scoring.
Oh.
It's good that they're improving this game. They're adding ODST to it later this year. It's not going to have Firefight, but it's going to have the campaign. Like, if they were to say, like, here, we're going to put all of Reach into this, but it's going to cost you another $50, I'd be like, shut up and take my money.
Take my money, bitch.
If I can play all the Halos on this one box, fuck yes.
I actually might consider buying an Xbox One after that.
Yeah.
Also with Gears of War coming out and Forza 5 still being the best driving sim on the market. I heard Drive Club sucked.
No, Anthony gave it an 8. It's a good game.
Oh.
It just had issues at launch. I will say that, like, keep an eye out for a game called Project Cars for driving sims.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it's coming out in a couple weeks. Keep an eye out for Project Cars.
Which platform?
PS4, PC, and Xbox One.
Right on.
Yeah, it is being hyped as like the next big car sim.
The next Gran Turismo.
Yeah. So yeah, God. Yeah, Xbox One has a lot of great games. Sunset Overdrive was awesome. Killer Instinct seasons 1 and 2 are great.
Naturally.
What else is on that damn thing? I really liked D4. Halos are good. Titanfall's also on PC, but it's a good game. There's a lot of good shit on that platform. And supposedly Rare has an announcement soon, and everyone thinks Battletoads.
No.
Which, God, I hope so. You have no idea how happy that would make me, just to be able to call GameStop and be like, yo, you guys got Battletoads.
Battletoads HD remastered reboot times 10, 1,000 of infinity or some shit.
I mean, like...
Because that would be cool as fuck.
Supposedly they got a couple big announcements coming from Rare soon, and to me that says Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, or
to me it just tells me that, oh my god, they're making games again. That's fantastic.
Yeah, the last they made those Kinect sports games, which the first two were really bad. The third one was solid. I gave it a 7.5.
Then again, it's a Kinect sports game. What do you expect?
And then they did and then in 2008 they did Viva Pinata 2 and Banjo Nuts and Bolts, which were both awesome. Both of those games were so good. If you have a 360, go download Viva Pinata 2. You will not regret. That game is the shit.
And I thought everybody said that Banjo Nuts and Bolts sucked.
Well, those people are assholes who are mad at that game because it's not a 3D platformer. It's the same reason that everyone, talks shit about Wind Waker. It's like, oh, it looks kiddie. Fuck you, this game's great.
Good enough for me.
Everyone's like, oh, it's not a platformer. You're right. It's like you have to build vehicles to do these trials. That's more of a puzzle game, but it's still a great puzzle game. I had a blast with it.
It's Banjo-Kazooie with Legos almost.
Kind of, yeah. So one of the most popular games of last year was Shovel Knight, and it's being put on PS4, PS3, and Vita. Well, now
I heard about this.
Now it's moving over to Xbox One, and not only that, you will be able to play as the Battletoads in it.
What?
Yep.
That's actually kind of awesome.
Yep. Totally. I agree. 100%.
Just a bunch of Battletoads running around, beating the shit out of stuff with a shovel, Mega Man style. Huh.
Pretty great.
I'd pay money for it.
That sounds like a fucking amazing idea, actually.
Rare, get on that.
Exactly. We got a bunch of Metal Gear news, but we got one last piece of news from GDC. Nvidia unveils Titan X. It was Nvidia co-founder with Epic Games founder Tim Sweeney came out to introduce the GPU. It's the card has a 12 gigabyte frame buffer.
What?
8 billion transistors.
What?
Yep. And it's coming out soon. They haven't said anything about price and availability.
I was gonna say, how many virgins am I gonna have to sacrifice to get this thing?
This card will probably cost more than my entire rig. This is probably be like a $1,200, $1,500 video card.
That's $1,200, really? Oh, wait. Considering how the cost of most rigs nowadays, holy shit.
Yeah, like my rig the next time I build a desktop, it's probably gonna be $1,500.
God damn.
Which
I was thinking about putting $1,000 down on my rig just to start, but
no, $1,000 is a really good base. Like you could get a really good computer out of that. I just want a future-proof mine. This thing is huge too. This thing is gigantic.
Well, yeah, with 8 billion transistors, it'd have to be.
No, this thing is fucking gigantic.
Massive.
Nick just built a top-of-the-line computer. It has an SSD, it has a 980, a 6-core i7 and DDR4 RAM, and it cost him $2,500.
Holy shit.
So, and I'm aiming for 15 with mine. So,
which is a good base.
Yeah, that's a really good base.
First computer I built was $1,300.
first one I built was 1,000. So, and people are like, PC gaming's so expensive. Well, I'm like, yeah, but you save a shit ton of money on games. Your games look better. There are a lot of games that you don't get on consoles. Like, next Steam sale, I'm buying Shogun Total War because I'm a fan of history. I like to read about history.
Yes.
I like to read.
Of course.
And I've been reading about like feudal Japan and the Warring States period.
Yep.
And oh my god, like I just want to play Shogun now so bad.
Just, all the awesomeness that ensues with thousands upon thousands of units on screen, run at each other, screaming bloody murder and chopping each other to pieces. I would love it.
Yep. I always enjoyed Rome Total War, so yep, so that is
cut out there, bro.
Hello, is that good?
And you're still cutting out. Oh,
son of a fucking bitch.
There we are.
Of course, that's how it always works. So yeah, that's the Titan X. Have fun with your $2,000 video card, crazy people.
You rich assholes.
Alright, so Kojima says that Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain is going to be his last Metal Gear Solid. He has made claims like this before, but he says, I always say this will be my last Metal Gear, but games in the series I have personally designed and produced, Metal Gear on MSX, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, and Peace Walker, and now 5 are what constitute a single Metal Gear saga. With 5, I'm finally closing the loop on that saga. In a sense, this will be the final Metal Gear Solid. Even if the Metal Gear franchise continues, this is the last Metal Gear.
Damn.
I call bullshit because, dude, he said it after MGS2, he said it after MGS3, he said it after 4, he said it after Peace Walker. I don't buy it. I just don't. No. And I mean, granted, MGS4 was fucking amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
So...
Another reason to keep a PS3, god damn it.
So, yeah. Alright, so with this announcement, they are doing a special edition console, but so far this is only available in the Japan and Asia regions. It is a red and black PS4 with gold accents, and it
Sexy.
has the Diamond Dogs logo on it.
Sexy as fuck. Which, by the way, I just figured out is a David Bowie reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel stupid. Great.
Right?
This will add to the list of special edition PS4s out in the wild. Just to go over those, you have the Frozen one, which is out in Japan, which has Elsa and Anna and a bunch of gold and snowflakes and the Frozen logo. Like, that
that's a thing?
It's in Japan only. It's actually black. It is surprisingly not white.
I was expecting it to be blue.
Yeah, I would expect blue too, but no, it's black.
Oh, right on.
And that part of the console that's all shiny and piano black?
Yeah.
That has Elsa and Anna standing together with a bunch of snowflakes, and it's all etched in gold with the Frozen logo.
Huh.
It looks really cool. I am personally not I liked Frozen. I thought it was a really good movie.
It was okay.
But I wouldn't get a console for it.
Nah.
So, they're releasing 2 limited edition Bloodborne systems. One is black, one is white.
Cool.
One has kind of like the cover of the game and the word Bloodborne on the side. The other one is white and it has Bloodborne and the.
I haven't really looked too much into this because it's one of those Japanese games that I really don't care about. What the fuck is Bloodborne? Just Demon Souls, but a different coat of paint?
Okay, so it is Dark Souls, but a little easier. Has guns. You can be more offensive instead of defensive. There's no blocking, just dodging.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it's a really interesting take on that style of game. I'm really excited for it. I wasn't the super biggest fan of those games, but I'm really interested in Bloodborne. So there's obviously the White Destiny one.
Which a buddy of mine has.
There is the Last of Us one, which was Japan only, and it had just gold.
Why is Japan getting all the awesome shit?
Because where is Sony located?
That's no excuse.
I don't know what to tell you. Okay? I have no response for this. Anyway, we should. But yeah, they got same concept as the Frozen one. As Joel, Ellie, and the Last of Us logo etched in gold on the shiny black part.
Fuckers love gold, don't they?
I like gold.
Solid gold.
Quinn, do you like gold?
Yeah.
Were you
The look of it, the smell of it, the taste of it, the texture. Asshole.
Okay, so the final console was available to everyone in every region.
Yup.
And it was the
sometimes for free if you frequented Taco Bell.
No, that was the launch one. But
oh.
This is the one that came out this past December. It was gray in the color of the original PlayStation. Instead of a silver PlayStation logo, it had the original logo, and it had a gray controller with the colored button inputs the way they used to be. Like it's basically a 20th anniversary model.
Did it make the original sound whenever you booted it up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It did.
Dude,
you can actually
get one now.
You can get that on your current one.
I can.
Yeah, you download.
Oh my god, I can.
Hey, you can get
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can get the theme on your PlayStation. Anyway, it was $500, but the catch was they only made 12,300 of them.
Oh, off to eBay.
Yeah, like these things were going for ridiculous prices on eBay. I think one sold on eBay for like $20,000.
Christ.
Who the fuck has this kind of money?
Really rich, stupid people.
Yeah, okay, so that one that sold for all that money...
It's either they're really rich and really stupid, or they're really rich and don't give a single fuck.
So that one that sold for $20,000 is they're all individually labeled with a little plate that says what their number is, and that was the first one, like the one that's labeled 000001.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now, if you want one of those consoles...
Okay, that actually would be worth $1,000. Maybe.
Well, yeah, it sold for $20,000. If you want one of these consoles right now, though, they are currently on eBay for $1,250.
And I say, fuck you, my friend.
Yep. Also, one last edition that they haven't announced is Final Fantasy Type 0 in Japan. Got a special edition, very similar to the Metal Gear 1, red and black with gold accents on the top.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy. I really don't care.
All right, so
not to say that I don't. Well, it's not to say that I'm dissing Final Fantasy. It's just not my game.
Metal Gear 5 has a release date. It is coming out on Xbox One, PS4, PS3, Xbox 360 on September 1st. The game will be released for PC on September 15th.
My dick just moved.
The Phantom Pains competitive multiplayer mode will go live on launch day as well. And the Day 1 edition comes with some extras.
Ooh.
It comes with a special cloth map of the area. Hold on, let me... Oh my god, the article doesn't have exactly what's with it. Give me a second.
Wait, of the area? I thought there was multiple areas.
Or like it has a cloth map, basically what I'm saying.
A cloth map.
Yes.
And I've seen something about a bionic hand.
I'll get to that. Give me a minute.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead here.
Yes.
Serious apologies.
Day 1 edition comes with a map, and a bunch of DLC. Mm-hmm. The limited edition comes with a half-scale replica of Snake's bionic arm, a collectible steel book, a behind-the-scenes documentary and trailers Blu-ray disc, a map, and exclusive packaging, along with a shit ton of DLC.
Wow.
Yep.
That's... Wow.
And it's $100.
I want that bionic hand.
Yeah, like that looks really cool. I'm saying for $100, that's well worth it.
Just to have that sit on my desk and have Sergeant Major come through and be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, like I have a lot of nerdy shit on my desk. That one is going to be by far the hardest to explain.
Mm-hmm.
Like
why do you have an arm on your desk, Kressler? Well, I could tell you, but you might also lose your sanity. Just try to fuck with them at that point. Like, there was a buddy of mine. I'm getting off track here. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna bother. Please continue.
Like I have a bunch of figures and statues and shit on my desk, but like that one is going to be by far the weirdest. Why I ended up picking this up. I'm super excited for Metal Gear 5. I loved Ground Zeroes. It was a ton of fun.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm very much looking forward to Phantom Pain.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's anywhere near as crazy and awesome as Metal Gear 4 was, man, totally gonna be worth the wait.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Anyway, that's all the news we have. I believe you had something, and we don't have any questions this week, oddly enough. So, Quinn, story time. Go.
Story time. Okay. So, this January, my unit is sent out to Fort Irwin, California to partake in the National Training Center, which is basically a gigantic fucking facility in the middle of the Mojave Desert that is meant to simulate places like Afghanistan or Iraq. And, you know, the entire brigade is out there doing their shit. All the infantry guys are basically kicking in doors to mock towns and clearing rooms and doing all the fun shit. Meanwhile, my unit is kind of sitting off to the side because we're a field artillery unit. We have the gigantic fucking guns. We're off to the side firing invisible bullets or invisible rounds to, well, nothing in particular. We didn't have a whole lot of fun. So, a local chain of command thought it was best to head out to the box, we called it, the giant fucking desert, 6 days ahead of 6 days ahead of schedule, where we were, you know, supposed to, according to the training schedule as put out by the National Training Center. We get our convoy together of 40 vehicles. A lot of trucks, and a lot of our own trucks that we carted in from Alaska. And as it turns out, nobody knows how to check their vehicles properly. So, and this kind of bit us in the ass pretty fucking hard later down the line. So, our convoy commander, you know, comes out initially. He's like, okay, everybody check your shit. We roll out in 5 minutes. It was about 2:55 in the afternoon. We actually didn't roll out until about 9 o'clock that night. Pitch fucking black. Convoy commander comes out and says, oh, well, great. This is a fantastic opportunity to get some night driving in, despite the fact that none of the drivers have had any training driving a military vehicle at night without headlights with a set of night vision goggles, because that's what we used. We had to drive our vehicles while we were out there with no lights. We had to wear these heavy fucking NVGs, which are night vision goggles. So, fast forward 30 minutes into the convoy, and there is a giant fucking Hemet. We call it an LHS, which is essentially a military version of a semi, pulling a trailer that didn't have what are called blackout lights. Blackout lights are these very dim fucking lights that you cannot see without night vision goggles. So the guy driving behind him couldn't see what was in front of him. So when the convoy came to a dead fucking stop, the guy in the Humvee behind the LHS rear ends him, splits the truck in half, the front of the truck in half. Engine block cracked. Radiator destroyed. Bent frame bent to shit. The truck, I mean, you take one look at this thing, you didn't even have to do any paperwork, didn't have to dig around it all that much. You could tell it was fucking totaled. Which, by the way, to replace a up-armored Humvee, up-armored means it has all the fucking armor, it weighs way fucking more than a regular Humvee, costs $80,000.
Dear fucking God.
Yes, costs $80,000 to replace an up-armored Humvee.
Man, so what did your boss say about this? I'm curious.
Well, convoy commander comes out, he's like, well, because I told him there was no fucking way I could recover it with the truck that I had. I couldn't wrap a chain around the axle because the axle was split in two. I couldn't hook up my retriever up to the front of the truck because the front of the truck was gone. So he says, well, we can't just leave it here. And I'm like, okay. You get me an LHS with a flatbed, I could winch the truck on, tighten it down, we take it back to base and drop it off. 5 days later, out in the middle of the fucking desert, with no food or water, I'm not even fucking kidding here, another unit comes driving by. Military policemen from Hawaii. They come by, they stop, they're like, hey man, what the fuck happened? I explained the entire situation. They let me borrow their LHS with a flatbed. I promised them they'd get it back. They didn't get it back. And we get to our first jump point, and I am greeted, and I use the term lightly, by my extremely pissed off first sergeant and commander, demanding to know where the fuck I have been for the past 5 days. As it turns out, convoy commander forgot to report the incident up to higher. And this whole incident was caused because 1, nobody checked their shit right. 2, it was a dumb fucking idea to have that many vehicles move at night. 3, and this is kind of the kicker, the dude read the map upside down.
What?
Yes.
Explain?
There is no explanation for that. It's sheer stupidity.
Just wow.
We failed NTC before we were even supposed to start.
The fuck? Wow, okay.
And if you are a prior service member or a current service member who is listening to this podcast, which, hey, thank you for your service, guys, you might have a brain aneurysm. And if you have, I apologize. Because I damn near killed somebody. And yeah, that's my fucked up story from this January. Bronson?
Wow, that tops the shit out of my story. Mine's just like a weird little story from work today.
Oh
no. Okay, so as I've told many stories about my supervisor at work.
Many a story, apparently. I haven't heard any.
I sit near the front of the call center and I get bored because this job sucks fucking soul out of you.
As most jobs are wont to do.
Yeah, but no, this extra sucks the soul out of you.
Oh, so this just straight up.
I mean,
wow.
you work for politicians. You do the work of the devil.
Well, maybe according to many people, I suppose.
Yeah.
I do the work of a lot of idiots. I guess would be the better term. I don't know about the devil.
Anyway, I routinely talk to my supervisor about random shit, and I turn around in my chair and I see her just like eating packets of hot sauce. Like the green stuff from fucking Taco Bell, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, I'm eating that green sauce from Taco Bell, and I'm like, no, I can see that, but like the reasoning is like it's really fucking good, and I'm like, why not like put it on food or like just fucking eating packets of hot sauce like a savage? And she's like, yeah, okay, you're right. And she ends up ordering like 12 bottles of it off Amazon.
We have a guy in our fucking motor pool who's kind of like that, except he drinks fucking packets of maple syrup straight out of the fucking box.
The fuck? What is wrong with these people?
Well, it took me almost 2 years to realize this. I've been in Alaska for almost 2 years now. Jesus Christ. Is that the people who are sent up here are fucking nuts.
Okay. That explains
it's almost as if Fort Wainwright is the base where the U.S. Army goes, that's where we're going to send all the crazies.
Well, I mean, you would.
And that's where we're gonna send a lot of the new soldiers first to test their willpower.
Okay, I'm seeing the logic.
I mean, and we're just gonna make a tally to see how many people either kill themselves or fucking straight up quit after their 3 years. Me, I'm re-enlisting because I actually like this job.
Yeah, okay.
And it pays well enough.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. If I was in the military, I would get my 3 years done, and then fucking like immediately go enjoy my paid tuition college.
Yep. Well, yeah. Which is
like,
actually what I'm gonna end up doing when I go to Bliss. But
that's what Andy's doing. He says, fucking second he's done, he's going to UNR.
And good on him.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
And fucking retreat just went off. Fantastic.
What? What up? Explain.
Retreat is a bugle call.
Oh, okay.
You've heard this call before. It's
okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, that's it. Usually goes off at around 10 o'clock.
All right. Well then.
Yes.
All right. Well. Man, I don't know. Like, you want to know what I've been addicted to recently? Pocky. Like, like the Japanese, like
the Japanese fucking the wafer stick dipped in fucking syrup or some shit.
Yeah, like it dipped in chocolate typically, yeah, or strawberry, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, comic shop in town sells those by the crate.
They're
Meaning
fucking,
to pick some up.
They're delicious, especially the chocolate ones. Like,
speaking of the comic shop, actually,
all right.
They have a lot of cool shit up here. Most notably, when I went there last,
I would imagine that a place that sells things for people like trapped indoors all day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could imagine that.
But they have a lot of cool shit.
All right,
like it's probably one of the coolest comic shops you'll ever see on this side of the U.S. I know there's better, but for a small fuck hick town like Fairbanks, holy. And it's huge. It's fucking huge. You walk in, it's just this emporium of the nerdiest shit on the face of the earth.
Well, like I said, like it is a place where you are trapped indoors like 365 days.
Right, exactly. But you wouldn't expect to see that in a small country town like Fairbanks.
That's true to an extent, but man, I guess I'm the only one who would be like, these fuckers are trapped inside all day. They will kill themselves if they don't do something.
But dude, you also have to think it's Alaska.
Yeah.
In the winter, what else are you gonna do? Hunt moose? Are you insane?
I just pictured you hunting a moose.
I actually went moose hunting.
How was that?
Cold.
What does moose taste like if you got to eat some?
It actually tastes. Oh God. How would you describe moose taste? Like the taste of moose?
Because I've had buffalo and that was fucking amazing.
It's a lot like. I guess if I were to compare it taste-wise, it'd be a lot like really, really tender beef.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
But
I would try moose.
And moose is good. Moose is very good. Especially moose jerky. Moose jerky is probably the tastiest fucking jerky I have ever had.
Why is jerky so expensive? Like, just jerky in general.
The process.
Like, it has,
It is the process of jerking jerky, and my God. Those words. Hurry up, honey, we gotta make our dues. We have to jerk the jerky. Okay, dear.
Oh, man. No, yeah, same with buffalo wings. Like I love buffalo wings, but like the the immense amount of like work it takes to make them sucks. And then like going to going to a restaurant. Every restaurant I've ever been to, buffalo wings are expensive.
Maybe except when you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, because that's all they fucking have.
Even then, like even there, it is somewhat.
But then
pricey.
again, I haven't been to a Buffalo Wild Wings in years. They have one in Anchorage, and I haven't been to Anchorage, and I don't think I will go to Anchorage because I never had an opportunity to go to Anchorage.
I would go. Like Buffalo Wild Wings is one of those places that I'm like, yeah, you should probably go there at least like once every couple of years. I haven't been in a while, admittedly.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been in like good 2-3 years.
And like, it's what sucks about Fairbanks, because Fairbanks doesn't really have any good restaurants. Or even chain restaurants. The local restaurants they have are decent, but every once in a while I'm like, you know what? I want some fucking Applebee's, goddammit. And they had one. And it went out of business.
I never thought I'd hear that statement from anyone I was associated with of, I want some fucking Applebee's, goddammit.
Sometimes I want some fucking Applebee's ribs.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, it was just, I woke up one day and I'm like, you know what? God damn it, I want some Applebee's ribs.
You know, that is something you actually...
Or Chili's. I want some Chili's.
That is something you
and they don't have any.
So that is something
not up here.
That is something you typically don't realize about Reno till you are outside of Reno. And that's like, Reno has a lot of really fucking good places to eat, like local and chains.
A Claim Jumper.
Claim Jumper is fucking delicious, even though it's a chain. But like Golden Silver is really good. Mm-hmm. Juicy's is really good. Little Nugget's good.
Any of the sushi restaurants in Reno are fucking amazing. You know where I get my sushi from?
Where?
My commissary, which is a military supermarket.
I was about to say, like, wouldn't a...
You would think
in Alaska there'd be good sushi just because you were, like, right on the ocean.
And granted, I mean, except for Fairbanks, because Fairbanks is right in the middle of Alaska, like the dead fucking center. But
why would you, like, why would you make a town there? That's what I want to know.
The last frontier, dude.
I guess.
We had to colonize it.
We had to put a town in an area with little to no resources.
And another reason I think they built Fairbanks is because that's actually where they're starting the Iditarod now.
Oh, okay.
Because that's actually coming up pretty soon. And yeah, that's a thing. People still do that because they're fucking crazy. You know what sounds like a really good idea? I'm going to buy a shitload of Huskies. I'm going to build a sled.
Train those Huskies.
I'm going to train those fuckers. And then I'm going to race 1,000 miles in negative 40-degree weather. Happy days are here again.
Very, very easily die during this.
Actually, no. Because they're not just any type of Huskies. They're Alaskan Malamutes. These things were born in this weather. Okay,
fair enough.
These are the kind of dogs where...
I wasn't talking about the dogs. I was talking about you. Like, you have running the Iditarod, you have a very good chance of fucking dying.
Yes, you do. The dogs, however, do not.
Yeah, the dogs...
They probably look at you as food, and they will eat you.
Yeah, they will eat you when you're dead. Or when you are dying. Like, well, no, if they're well-trained dogs...
They'll eat you beforehand.
No, they'll eat you when you're dead because, like, I was about to say that, like, I just thought about that. I'm just like, oh yeah, they're good dogs. If they're well trained, they probably won't,
good dogs. Holy shit, they're good dogs, and they're smart too.
Yeah, they probably won't like maul you to death. But like, man, once you're dead,
at least on command.
Yeah, like when you're dead. You know, I was actually reading this thing about like pure breed dogs are the far inferior animal.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you sometime. Like you apparently want mutts. That was this really interesting thing because like apparently just years of inbreeding is what creates pure breed dogs and fucks them up real bad.
Of course. I mean, shit. My German Shepherd will run off, get fucked by a Dalmatian. I will have a German Shepherd with spots. Right on.
Mutts are always, I've had, this is, my mom has a bunch of purebred dogs, and they're all fucking stupid, terrible animals. The dog we had before this...
Is that little bastard still alive?
Yeah, Junior's still alive.
God damn it.
Fuck
him.
But the dog we had before this, old Junior, he was like Chow Retriever Lab mix, and he was fucking amazing.
Except he hated me.
He didn't hate you. He hated Ben.
So he was a Nazi.
For those of you who don't know Ben, because he hasn't been on any of our stuff in years, he is one of our Jewish friends.
He is our only Jewish friend, as far as I know.
Do you want to hear a really bad joke?
God damn it, let's do this.
I've told it on the podcast before, but I'll tell it again.
Let's do this.
All right, so what does the train going to Auschwitz say?
Juju?
Juju.
Yes, Juju. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to hell.
I'm already there.
No, hell's cold. Hell's not cold.
No, it is. At least according to the Divine Comedy, hell is a frozen fucking wasteland. At least in the 12th circle.
Well, that makes sense. Anyway, so I guess that's it for story time. That's it for our podcast, the podcast. And so you find folks send comments. Sorry, it's a short week. And you're probably, where is everyone? Well, the girls all have studying to do and whatnot, and they're not required to be on this. Nick is on a business trip. Anthony's not feeling well, and
I had absolutely nothing to do tonight.
Yeah, John had school, and I was like, "Hey, Quinn, guess what?
Sign me up, fucker."
Well, I'll put you on more stuff.
Right on.
I have no problem doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
so long as your boss doesn't have a problem with it. I mean, he hasn't really heard much of me, I suppose.
Yeah,
we only met once in person.
Yeah, I'm sure Nick would be fine with it.
Right on.
Especially if it's this podcast or no podcast. I'm sure he's absolutely fine with it.
Right on.
All right, everyone. Well, we're on Twitter at The Gamer Access. We're on Facebook, thegameraccess.com. As always, our shows post throughout the week. Our live stream tomorrow being Saturday, for those of you listening, because we record this in advance. We're doing Team Fortress 2 at 6 p.m.
Yay!
Enjoy. We'll be back next week.
All right, toodles.